Hey guys, once again we're here for an advocacy update of the San Francisco flavor ban. So stick around guys and you'll see what's coming up. Okay guys, we are back. Now, like I said, today is an advocacy update on the San Francisco flavor ban. Now, I was given some misinformation back about a week or so ago. I cannot remember when I put it out. If it was on my show or another live show that I appear on sometimes. But hope is not lost with the San Francisco flavor ban. Yes, I'm going to give you a little story. It was given to me that I cannot release my source. As a journalist, I do consider myself, even though I'm just on YouTube, I do consider myself a journalist. I will not give up my sources. If I give up my sources, that could hurt them and hurt me getting some information. This person has given me information a lot, and this information just came over totally wrong. I had been told that a lot of advocates had given up on the San Francisco flavor ban. Well, it had to have been wrong information looking at what happened just last Thursday. Now, we are 2 months out from the San Francisco flavor ban. And I will have two different things. One will be a video that was actually done by one of their local news organizations about the rally that they had and the press conference about their push against the San Francisco flavor ban. Now, I will be doing a little bit of commentary in there just to kind of explain some things that I think need explained and to point some things out that a lot of people have said, our lawmakers and people like that are not using certain things. I'm going to point it out right here in this exact video brings up a lot of issues. So let's go ahead and flip over so that we can look at the full screen, show the video, and I'll put my little 2 cents in. Okay. Now, it may start a little bit into it, but if it does, I'll rewind it.
A push by smokers in San Francisco to overturn a ban on flavored tobacco products. Supervisors approved the ban last year, but now the issue is on the June ballot. KPIX5's Katie Nielsen on why one group says there's more to the ban than just public health. Katie?
It seems pretty straightforward. Limit the sales of tobacco and it'll keep people from smoking. But one group says this ban specifically targets the minority community. Dozens of people gathered on the steps of City Hall this morning.
Bans always have unintended consequences.
Rallying to say, let me smoke.
I mean, we just legalized marijuana, so now you want to ban menthol cigarettes? I mean, come on, for real? That doesn't make any sense.
These smokers want San Franciscan.
Now, if you notice, and I'm going to try to point to him, right here is one of my favorite sources. I will point him out. Right there's Stefan Didak. As many of you know him, he's been on this show multiple times. So, he was one of the people that brought this up to my attention. So, thank you, Stefan.
To vote no on Proposition E because Prop E would ban the sale of menthol cigarettes, flavored vaping liquid, and other flavored tobacco products inside city limits.
African Americans and people of color mostly smoke menthol cigarettes and vapor products.
But City Supervisor London Breed says it doesn't have anything to do with race.
Tobacco kills, period. And
we have no qualms about saying tobacco kills. We all know tobacco kills, but vapor products don't kill. They are 95% safer than the conventional cigarette. Are they 100% safe? No, but they're 95% safer than cigarettes. I had to say that when she said that.
And that's what this is about, is making sure that these products that harm our communities, that destroy lives in our communities, are no longer welcomed in our neighborhoods.
Why just these products?
These products are specifically targeted at young people. They're specifically targeted at the African American community.
Supporters of the ban say the flavored products.
Okay, now we're about ready to hear something, but let's actually look at this, because just looking at this picture that I see here, I see a few things on here that are really not kosher. Because if you notice, that whole window is nothing but vapor products. Notice right there, you see Marshmallow Man with the little marshmallow cartoon. Right up above, you see Cola Man. That sure as heck looks like Coca-Cola's font. I mean, doesn't that? I mean, that right there alone. And yes, Space Jam's there, but you know what? Space Jam is a classy e-liquid. You know, we're noticing the milk carton milkmans. Right there, I mean, I noticed some good e-liquids, and I noticed some really bad labeling e-liquids. But listen to what she says here in just a couple minutes, because this right here is something nobody will admit is being said.
Target kids because of the colorful packaging, like these Nilla vapors.
Nilla vapors, of all things. That looks just like a vanilla wafer or a Nilla wafer package. I mean, that is by far IP infringement. I mean, why in the world are those still on the market?
Or these king belts
that are designed to look exactly like a candy product that we all know.
But people who use the products say,
you notice they were actually using the design. They're designed to look just like candy we know. And that's showing that people are looking at the labels. It is giving that perception back to the screen.
it should be a personal choice.
It's legal to smoke, so why limit what the product is that you can or can't smoke?
Maybe that's their issue, is to drive us out of the city. Who would want to live in a city where you can't even find your brand of cigarettes?
Oh, you gonna ban menthol cigarettes in the hood?
Exactly, like, man, everybody smokes menthol cigarettes.
Yeah, everybody smokes menthol cigarettes.
This all started last year when the Board of Supervisors voted unanimously in favor of the ban, but before it could go into effect, smokers got financial help from the big tobacco companies. They got enough signatures on the petition to get this on the June ballot. That election is exactly 2 months from today. Live in San Francisco, Katie Nielsen, KPIX 5.
Okay, now we're going to exit out of this.
Here are 3 tips for kids living with asthma. 1.
Oh, crap. On tonight's show. You know, because this is happening on Saturday. I've got to go back into my Facebook because I want to bring up the press release that was actually released. Everybody knows who was probably my source for this, so I'm not hiding. You know, he told me I could let everybody know, so... Oh, you know what? I'll just grab it here because I have it over here as well. Okay. Now, this was actually a press release that was done by the notblowingsmoke.org. Let's blow it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to just read it for people that don't want to sit and read it, but San Francisco, April 5th, 2018. No on Prop E. Stop the prohibition proposition. Today kicked off a 2-month push to inform voters about the troubling paternalistic approach and serious unintended consequences that involved with the Proposition E tobacco products ban. The campaign held a rally and press conference on the steps of City Hall, calling on all San Francisco voters to oppose the ban that would target adult consumer choices and potentially force many corner stores and other small businesses to close and lead to underground markets and crime. That is very true, because what's going to happen is all these stores and all these e-liquids, they're all going to go to the black market, or you're going to get people selling now their cars. With exactly 2 months before Election Day and just 30 days before mail-in ballots are sent to voters, opponents of the ban on menthol cigarettes, hookah tobacco, and virtually all vaping products and many other tobacco products deemed to contain a characterizing flavor urged voters to send a clear message to the Board of Supervisors. Bans and prohibitions just don't work. California recently changed the legal age to purchase tobacco and vaping products to 21. So the only people who are banned, and this is a very good point, from purchasing these products under Proposition E are adults, said Carlos Solorzano of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Telling adults what consumer choices they can and cannot make that flies in the face of San Francisco's values and is not what the city is all about. Solorzano noted that dozens of community groups, business associations, and civic organizations representing thousands of city residents have signed on to support the No on Proposition E campaign, and more sign on every day. Among them is Sean Richard, a Bayview resident and founder of Brothers Against Guns, who told the crowd that the ban represents another prohibition that would inevitably lead to the growth of an underground market where menthol cigarettes and other banned tobacco products are sold on street corners and out of the trunks of cars. Now, I'm telling you, that right there is a good point. When that type of thing happens, you are no longer going to have individuals coming out and being able to keep children from getting these products. If you take them away from the stores where they are supposed to be selling to just 21 or even 18 or even 21 years old, you know, you're making it easier for kids to get their hands on them, in all honesty. I mean, it makes no freaking sense. I mean, I'm going to include a link to both of these down in the description so that if you want to actually watch them, you can. You know, let me go back to the main screen. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, since I did at one time state that a lot of our big advocates had given up on San Francisco. And I'll be honest, I had gotten to the point of giving up because I looked at the actual voter registration. But then when I delved into it deeper, I saw the simple fact that, you know, how many signatures they needed on this in order to get it to a vote. You know, that right there says a lot. And, you know, I hope that they can get this blocked. I really do. And I like this at the end, and I'm going to finish this with this right here. Reducing teen tobacco access is a goal we all support, but this ban on adult products is not the way to do it, said Solorzano, adding that stores in San Francisco have a 96% compliance rating during sting operations on sales to underage decoys. Instead of limiting adult choices, we should continue to enforce the age restrictions, hold retailers who violate the law accountable, and use tax revenue to educate youth on why they should never smoke. We support that. We would have no problem with a tax if it was going to educate the youth on why they should never smoke. I'll tell you right now, personally, I would never have any qualms on a tax to say that. But, you know, through all the education we can give them, you know they're going to want to do it. But this is still something that we need to keep behind, keep our eyes on, because this right here will be a big thing coming to in the next year or two. You know, as we see what's going on with the FDA and the notice of proposed rulemaking and the notice of the advanced notice of proposed rulemaking and the notice of proposed rulemaking, after we see this go through everything, this is going to be a big keystone as to what's going to happen. This right here, if this goes through, this could happen in every single state, every single community that we see. This could happen in California as a whole state if it passes in San Francisco. You know, that's the thing we have to remember. We have to remember that this right here could be the beginning of a wave or slow down the wave. So we have to be behind it. But that about wraps it up for this, guys. I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know about this. But as always, don't forget, go out there, sign up for CASAA. And you know what? I'm also going to include a link down in the description, because our dear doctor that has done everything for us, he actually did a survey that if you did not see my video before, you can do the survey from here as well. This survey will take you, it took me about 10-15 minutes. It might take you 15 to 20. That's what most people are telling me. But this survey is about the importance of flavor for you and how you were able to get off combustible cigarettes using vapor products and using the flavors in vapor products. But make sure to get out there and fill out that survey. Now also, please do remember, it is by IP address. There is also another method, which I'm going to pull that up. There is a phone number you can call, which I have to find it. I'm going to look. I need to look and see if I can find that number, because I don't have it with me right now. Let me look on CASAA's website. See if they have it on there. Okay. I am not seeing it yet. Give me a couple minutes. Because I know CASAA threw something out. So let me look at the calls to action. And see if it's in there. Because they're the ones that provided the... No, I'll have it by tomorrow night, because I'm going to have to look around for it and find it again. But there is a phone number that you can text if you're using your phone that you can actually... Oh, you know what? Let me look at Dimitri's website and see if Dimitri has it on his. Okay, I'm not seeing it on Dimitri's either. So I'm going to have to look around for it. But it's you text a certain thing to a certain number and they will send you a link. I will make sure to get that before the show tonight. But don't don't forget, guys, as always, get this survey done. It is in my one video, and I will place the link as well in this one. But we do have to fight for our vaping rights. To keep flavors, they are one of the most important things when it comes to vaping, so we have to keep them. We do have to fight that. Come over, join us at My Vaporium. As always, we'd love to have you. But as always, guys, you gotta fight for your right to vape. Yeah.